Hello YouTube, I'm back again. It's been a while. Also been about a week more. I don't know, I recorded my last video and I had it sitting around for an awful long time before I got to edit the thing, so I'm back from that trip. Oh fuck me, I was meant to do that trip on the, yeah, I think I mentioned it, but I was meant to do that trip on the Pulse, but the whole insurance didn't come through, and it was meant to come through that morning and it didn't, because my insurance company didn't know what a pulse adrenaline was. By the end of that trip I thought I had destroyed my piston and my rollers, and those aren't euphemisms, those are parts of fucking, you know, moped. And get back to fuck. You two, it's wet, don't fucking chance me. But turns out the little chrome plate on the exhaust will stop you burning your leg if you hit it, if you hit your leg off the exhaust while it's hot. Turns out that was loose and rattling, and I just thought the engine was fucked. And I took the whole thing apart, well, not the whole thing, but I took all the fairings off, and I was trying to look at the engine, took the airbox off, and when I realised that it was just that chrome plate, I put everything back together, and when I put the airbox back on, I didn't put it on properly. See that noise? I don't know, can you hear it, but that is just the heat shield. But when I put the airbox back on, it didn't go properly with the carb, it wasn't properly together. So I drove for a few miles away from my house just as a test drive to see how it was, and it was fine until I came to a red light. And when it turned green and I went to go, and the bike just went and died, and I had to push it up into the path, and there was like 2 other lanes of traffic beside me. I kind of knew what was wrong, and I looked up under the bike and I could see the airbox disconnected from the carb, and I thought, oh fuck. But like, it is just a little clip that keeps it on, so it's really easy to put back on. It takes like 30 seconds, but all the fairings were in the way and I couldn't get my hand in there, so I had to like phone up my dad and get him to drive up and bring me a screwdriver. And I still have the screwdriver with me in the under seat just in case anything fucking happens again, because basically the one size screwdriver can just take all the fairings off, which is good. Also, yeah, to get back to the whole moving thing, I was living with my mother, my mammy, and we've moved out of where we were living. We lived there for like 7 years. We built that house. So, you know, it's kind of strange leaving it. I thought I'd probably be there for quite a few years until I move out for college or whatever. But I'm living with my dad for the next 2 months or so. But my parents still talk, even though they're not together. You know, they're not like fucking sworn enemies or anything. We're still friends. But you know, with the whole moving and everything, I didn't want to go recording videos because my computer was disconnected. I had no way of editing or uploading or anything. So my dad bought a motorbike trailer. It's only a small one, but you know, it's perfect for, like, there's no suspension on it, but it's perfect for what we need it for, because we just needed to carry the Pulse and the Honda 50, mostly the Honda 50, because it's so small you can't really do long journeys on it. Our plan was to get a tow bar on the Morris Minor, and then we'd, you know, paint up the trailer kind of nice, and we'd tow the Honda 50 to vintage shows, and then we'd have the two cars, or the bike and the Honda car and the Honda 50 together. And well, my dad has a tow bar on his everyday car, so we've been using that. But the Honda 50 is up at my dad's girlfriend's house. She's a decent enough garage. That's there for a while. The Pulse was meant to go up there as well, but the ties we have, neither of us are very good at tying. So we got to the end of the road and we took a corner and the Pulse started sliding over. You know, it didn't fall off the trailer, but it was fucking sliding around. I thought, no, fuck this. So we took the Pulse off the trailer. I just drove it back to the house. It wasn't that far. It was only up the road. It's still there, but luckily the people who are going to be in the house after us, they're bike enthusiasts, or one of them is anyway. And I don't think he minds us leaving it there for a few days probably, until we can get it properly sorted, until we actually learn how to fucking tie it to the trailer. It's wet. Get back. Oh, I may have still had my indicator on there. Whoops. It happens. I've had more problems with the Pulse. The rear brake, for some reason the lever is just kind of flopping all over the place and it's not really doing anything. And I think I finally realised that because of the exhaust that's on it, and you know, it's not the stock one, it's kind of straight through. That's the reason it's not idling. Is the carb needs some bigger jets or something? Yeah, bigger, smaller, I don't know, different jets anyway, whatever it needs. And as much as I would, I'd go try messing with that myself. It's brakes, and you know what? I've changed the shoes myself and everything. We're just gonna fucking leave it to a mechanic and just get it sorted. Are you taking a photo of somebody taking a photo? Fucking tourists. Oh, more tourists. Lovely. Just try not to fall off going around this corner. Take it slow. There we go. I don't like driving in the wet. I'm not used to it. We got a few weeks of nice weather and it's lovely leaning in the corners, getting my knee down. Now it's back to this shit. There's exams on as well, and usually when there's exams on you get fucking lovely weather. I don't know why the weather's so shit. Oh, also the vintage car we had, the Morris Minor. We've been having some trouble with that. It started last summer in the hot weather. You'd be driving along fine, but if you come to a red light, or if the engine revs are like kind of low, it would start to shudder a bit and it would just cut out. And at first we thought it was electrical, and we got a new coil fitted, because like when you'd open up the bonnet you couldn't touch the coil, it was red hot. So I thought, right, it's the coil, and we were told we needed a ballast coil, not balanced, ballast apparently. We think we got one of those and it was fine for a while. Someone else reckoned that with the hot weather, and because the car was originally meant to have lead in the petrol, that it was the petrol was just evaporating out of the carb because of the heat. And so we thought, alright, that seems reasonable. But yesterday it was like this. It's not like, it's warm-ish, but it's not like really fucking hot. And the car ran fine in this kind of weather before, and it actually cut out at the exact same two spots where it cut out last year, because we went to a show yesterday. And it was kind of freaky because apparently there's some kind of haunted house down the road, and we're like, oh, you know, maybe the haunted house is fucking with the car. But someone else told us they had an Austin A40, I think, which has the same engine as the Morris Minor, and they said that they had the same problem. And it was the jets in the car, or one of the jets was damaged, or there was something on it, or there was some kind of residue on it anyway. And we reckon that's it. So, two machines with fucked up jets. Oh, it's my friend, Colum. Hold on, I'm gonna go say hi to him. Colum!
Why do you have a camera on your face? Is that a camera?
Yeah.
Why do you have a camera?
I do YouTube videos.
Are you doing them now?
Yeah.
How am I going to meet?
I can edit you out if you want.
That's fine. Hi!
Hi.
Does that have voice on it? No.
What?
Does that have voice on it?
Yeah, but it's in here, so I don't know, can they hear you?
Hi!
Hi.
That was creepy. Don't die!
I'll try not to.
Do you do smart thing to do?
Bye. I've lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Was it the carbs? It was the carbs, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, the car. My Mitsubishi. I say it's mine. My mother bought it. She was going to use it for a while, and then I think her boyfriend bought her a different one, but there was a problem with that. There was a very big problem, and he bought it from a dealer, so he brought it back to the dealer, and he says, give me my money back, and the dealer was okay. So that happened. So my mother is still using the Colt. I don't think I've made any videos of it yet. Oh fuck, that was an accident. I do that a lot actually. When I try to use the indicator or cancel, I end up fucking hitting the horn. But the Colt, I'm 17 on the 26th of July, so I know I'll probably get my license a good 11 months after that, because that's how I usually do things. I don't know, I go to kind of stages of, oh, I don't want the car, I want a bike, and then I go, you know, I kind of want both, and then can I afford the insurance on both, and then paying for parking for the car, and it's more petrol. But I mean, I've always been a car enthusiast. It's only recently I've, you know, become into bikes, and I know there's a lot of people that, you know, they're either a car enthusiast or a motorcycle enthusiast. You know, there's a lot of vloggers that are really against cars. But I actually fucking like them. I mean, I always have. There's a lot of shit ones, and brand new cars are pretty awful. My mum seems to like it. I mean, it's got a 1.3 engine. It's light, it's small, it's front wheel drive, 5-speed manual gearbox. It's a nice little car. Needs a turbo. Yeah, it needs a big turbo, but that would kind of fuck up my insurance, so he won't have a turbo probably for quite. That man's hair is magnificent. His beard is longer than his hair. That's an achievement and a half. Wish my beard was that long. It's coming on, the beard, but it's still nothing special. I fear I'm starting to lose my train of thought and to ramble, so I reckon we're gonna end it here. Adios.